Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Friday afternoon video right here on Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's pretty much it. No usual bullshit intro that I always do, because it's time to get serious, as I always do on my video on this channel. But thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great Friday, the first official weekend of August. As pretty much we're almost done with the dog days of August. I was watching the Weather Channel, and they're saying the middle of August pretty much is the end of the dog days of August. So pretty much by the end of next week, we're done with the dog days of August. And we're rolling on into September, as we're getting close. We're about 3 weeks away from Labor Day weekend, the unofficial end of summer, and then pretty much 3 weeks after that is the end of summer and the beginning of fall. And temperature's going to be going down rapidly, about the springtime level, 50, 60, maybe some 70s here and there, maybe an 80, who knows. But, it's going to be getting dark. Tonight it's going to get dark at 8 o'clock. Dark here in the Northeast, about 8:25 or so. So, still it gets dark, like pitch black dark by about 8:20, 8:25. So, but in about a month from now, it'll be getting dark by about 7:30. Dark, but we got that. So the summer is, in about 6 weeks from now, it is over. So, you still got time to go on a vacation, or even a mini vacation. That's what I'm doing next weekend. So, take my mini vacation pretty much from a Thursday to Sunday next week, and then I'll be back on that Monday, the 19th, and then I'm full steam ahead, pretty much till the end of the year. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, enough about that. Boo, funky. Let's get to the topic at hand. Now, if you haven't been to my channel lately, of this channel, I do a lot of tribute videos to the faithful departed in wrestling, sports, music, TV. If it's really important to me, then I will do the video. I know we lost somebody, I think about a week or so ago. We lost Bob Newhart, and I didn't do the video for that, so I apologize for doing that, but my post-condolences go out to Bob Newhart's family. A great man, great TV show. Back in the day, the Newhart Show. And just a great man. So, another hit to my childhood because, I grew up doing all those great 80s shows and probably the greatest decade ever, which is the 80s. So we have that. But other times I do music, and I do music videos here and there. Talk about CDs that are coming out, some unbaggings, unboxings of band merchandise. Not this one, but Ozzy. But in this moment, New Year's Day, or whatever I feel like getting from the merch store. CD reviews, like I said, concert reviews. Concert videos. I have a lot of concert videos up on my channel, so check them out. Some local indie stuff that I do, for my job. So that's part of my job, which is photography and doing audio and video work. So I don't do much editing though. I do my part, and then my friend, I send it to my friend is there as well, and he does his part. So I only do, we edit together, so. But I have the raw video, so he takes my video, and then edits it up to that, and then makes it nice and good, and that's it. But in any case, if you like music, if you like music, then you came to the right place. But like I said, this is not all about tribute videos to the dead, and I'm not doing this for clout or to get a lot of views. If I get a lot of views, great. If not, I don't care. I'm just doing this to give back to the people that pretty much made my childhood you know, the way it is. So, we got that. So, you know, we got SmackDown coming up in a couple of hours, but it's going to be a little bit of a posthumous SmackDown. I know we got Roman coming back. We have to acknowledge Roman, but that's later. But right now, we have to acknowledge another great man. And sadly, I have to break the news to you guys that probably one of the greatest bookers of all time. And he was a menace in WCW. He was in ECW for a little bit. Had a lot of good factions. The Dungeon of Doom. I think you know some of them. Dungeon of Doom. He was married to a woman, otherwise known as Nancy, before she became that other person's wife. Had a lot of feuds with Hulk Hogan's brother during the Dungeon of Doom era. And that man is Kevin Sullivan. Yes, Kevin Sullivan has passed away today at the age of 74. And, that's that. He spent 6 decades in the ring, wrestled matches across the United States and up there in Canada. But he died today in Concord, Mass, where I believe he was living. And his death was confirmed by his daughter, Nicole Sullivan, who said he had complications stemming from a blood clot in his leg. Ooh. Never want to hear that. Blood clots, just not good. But it is what it is. Known early in his career as the Boston Battler, not Batter, Battler, Kevin Sullivan was inspired by the heavy metal acts. Oh yeah, that's why I like this guy so much. The heavy metal acts of the 70s and 80s, like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest with the metal god himself, Rob Halford, Painkiller! That guy. To become the self-proclaimed Prince of Darkness before Ozzy ripped him off. Actually, Ozzy had it before Kevin Sullivan took it. Well, I'm just saying. That's why I have the Prince of Darkness shirt on by Ozzy, because Ozzy is the true Prince of Darkness. But in any case, if you think Kevin Sullivan's the Prince of Darkness, that's on you. But I think Ozzy's is and will always be the Prince of fucking Darkness. That's it. Alright, so he liked Sabbath and Priest, become the Prince of Darkness, the demonic rival of some of the stars of that era, including Dusty Rhodes, Bacon Dream, baby, I love the bacon, baby, Cody, baby. The Road Warriors, probably one of the greatest tag teams ever, Hawk and Animal, and, as always, like I said, Hulk Hogan brother. Alright, among the crew, well, the factions he led in the ring were the Army of Darkness. Oh, I remember that. You don't, but I do. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Haha! Eat shit. The Varsity Club, which I think we all know who those people are. Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda. Back in the WCW days, after they left WWF. When they lost the WWF tag team titles to, I think we all know who those people were. Nikita Koloff, Mr. Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, back around WrestleMania 1, and they had Real American as their theme, before Hogan ripped it off, and then pretty much after that, I don't even think they were at WrestleMania 2, and then pretty much they were gone, went to WCW, and then became the Varsity Club, and then pretty much Mike Rotunda kind of went back to WWE, and we all remember him going back to the WWE as IRS, hanging out with Ted DiBiase, former tag team champions there, even though Hogan and Beefcake won at WrestleMania 9, though it didn't count. They should have just let them be the champs for like a day, and then lose the belts on Raw or something like that. What the next show? I mean, they won the belts, and then it says, oh, they won it by DQ because a referee, I think it was Earl Hebner, got knocked out, some shit like that. and then which pretty much was the prelude to Hogan winning the belt from Yokozuna, and he even hold that belt for 2 months, and then bye-bye, so long, farewell to Hogan, goes to WCW. But that's that. But yeah, he led the Varsity Club, a group of college bullies in Letterman jackets, meaning, like I said, I'm losing my train of thought, goddammit. Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda. And the last faction he had was the Dungeon of Doom, which had, pretty much, Bruce Beefcake as the Zodiac. There's another guy, I forgot what the fuck his name was. He was like a bigger guy, he was like the Taskmaster's, like the Elder, I forgot his name, you had Earthquake, John Tenta in the group, then you had, Giant Gonzalez, back then, and then the Yeti! Remember the Yeti? Which I thought was ridiculously stupid. And then he made his grand appearance at Halloween Havoc when he was in this little freaking... What was that? He was in like a big freaking thing of ice. Or ice, per se. And then, like, him and... It felt like Majin Buu freaking coming out. You know, everybody would get mad and everybody's getting, you know, beating up Hogan. And next thing you know, the freaking Yeti comes out. And then him... I think it was him and Giant Gonzalez basically bear hugged the crap out of Hogan. I think Paul White, you know, the Big Slow, otherwise known as the Giant, was in that group as well. Like I said, he was known as the Taskmaster, painted a black X's and lightning bolts on his head. Wore leather body armor and chains and stuck out his tongue like it was Gene Simmons of Kiss. But that faction was pretty damn good. And pretty much during their heyday, Kevin Sullivan's cult came to the ring with either Jeff Beck's Get Us All in the End or Deep Purple's Nobody's Home, blaring behind them in a series of black-cloaked and corpse-painted minions who usually brought them boa constrictors of varying colors and sizes. That was crazy! And you thought Jake the Snake Roberts was nuts. But anyway, this is according to the 2015 editorial about Sullivan on the website Metal Injection. I know about that. Just want to put that up. And in a half-naked fallen angel, Nancy, then you got a good idea of just how much of a spectacle the Army of Darkness was. And this is way before the Dungeon of Doom. He was born Kevin Francis Sullivan on October the 26th, 1948, a day before somebody I know, in Cambridge, Mass, to Charles Sullivan, a police officer, and Mary Sullivan, a teacher. Kevin started wrestling at an early age, inspired by this guy, Walter Killer Kowalski, Triple H, anyone? One of professional wrestling's biggest stars and most hated villains, and he taught everybody, like, I think the Iron Sheik, Hogan. I mean, it was crazy how many people he freaking trained in his time. For over 6 decades in the ring, he wrestled in matches across the United States and Canada. In addition to his daughter Nicole, he is survived by his wife Linda Sullivan, that's after Nancy, and their other daughter Bianca Sullivan. Also by his children Shannon and Ben, and by his brothers John and Charles. In 2007, I have to get into this because I know we're saying Benoit, but still. In 2007, Sullivan's former wife Nancy Benoit, or Nancy Sullivan at the time, before she married that schmuck Benoit, who was 43, was killed by her husband Chris Benoit, a professional wrestler known as the Crippler, who wrestled with Sullivan back in WCW times, and also killed their 7-year-old son Daniel before he turned and killed himself, pretty much. Though there are a lot of conspiracy theories about that Kevin Sullivan killed Nancy and Benoit and Daniel. And now people are coming out of the woodwork now saying, oh, look what happened. Chris Benoit is dead and he killed, you know what happened? He came back from the dead and killed Kevin Sullivan. So it all plays in. I'm like, shut up with your lame as fuck conspiracy theories. Anyway. Though many fans assume that the various characters that Sullivan created worship the devil, they worship the devil, you know, he said last month on a podcast about his life that he, and I'm quoting here, and I quote, never used the word devil in interviews, but implied it. So it's like, never said it. Who says it? John Pazarowski, host of the podcast, said he betrayed that he was this maniacal, diabolical taskmaster that was almost satanic, but you believed it because of the way he would look at you, the way he would maul his opponents, the way he would kick. He was a beast in that ring. And also, he was part booker for WCW. We all remember the Brian Pillman Dark Side of the Ring episode, where Sullivan beat him pretty much like a minute. He said, and then Pillman goes, "I respect you, Booker Man." That was breaking the fourth wall back then. We didn't even know what that even meant. We didn't know Kevin Sullivan was a booker of WCW back in the day until Pillman was like, "Hey, Booker Man," and that kind of really pissed a lot of people off. He had this charisma that would make you think, okay, he's gonna beat this guy, he's gonna take down Hulk Hogan, brother, but never did. And even in War Games, when Hogan won the War Games match at 5 minutes with Kevin Sullivan, and then what happened with that? Big Show comes in the ring, grabs Hogan, breaks his neck. Like, he grabbed him and like snapped his neck. Not once, but twice. And then Hogan came out the next week and a freaking neck brace, which led to probably one of the worst Halloween Havocs ever, where Hogan and the Giant were on top of the roof of the Joe Louis Arena, I believe. You know, trying to knock each other off the top of the Joe Louis Arena, which, spoiler alert, Hogan basically, like, not, he didn't even, like, had to drive him off. He, like, knocked him off the roof, and then Schiavone's like, he killed him, by God! Somebody help him out there! You know, Schiavone's going completely nuts. And then at the end of the night, freaking Big Show comes out and beats the fuck out of Hogan again. It was crazy. I forgot what year that was. It was like 90... It was Havoc 90... Somewhere in the early 90s, right before the, around the time of the Monday Night Wars. It was crazy. You know, I'm looking at a video on that now. Hogan confronts Kevin Sullivan in the Dungeon of Doom cave. I didn't even know who that guy was that Sullivan was talking to. I thought it was Abdul the Butcher, but he looked too white to be Abdul the Butcher, though. He could have had just white face paint on. I don't think we ever knew that, but that's pretty much it for that. So, yeah, I'd like to take this time to send my condolences out to the Sullivan family, Linda, and the kids, and Kevin Sullivan's brothers, and that's pretty much it. So, another hit to, well, not a major hit, but a minor hit to my childhood, because I did grow up with Kevin Sullivan during the mid-'80s to the late '80s, with WCW kind of started into the early '90s when Hogan came around, the Dungeon of Doom came around. But I do remember when he was the leader of the evil version of the Varsity Club. But you know, he will always be the Booker Man to me, and he will also be the Taskmaster and really the man who gave Hogan fits in the '90s with the Dungeon of Doom. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I like to toast to the faithful departed. Drink whatever I got, this time Pepsi, of course. So, to Kevin Sullivan, I hope you're booking matches up in heaven with, Mike Awesome and Jerome, New Jack, and everybody else is up there in heaven, kicking ass. Maybe he's forming the Dungeon of Doom up there, I don't know. Then again, it could be down there. Who knows? But in any case, so Kevin Sullivan, rest in peace, sir, and Godspeed. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, leave me your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about the death of Kevin Sullivan today at the age of 74? And any memories you have of the Dungeon of Doom, or anything that Kevin Sullivan did back in the day, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section, and that's pretty much it. So, once again, like the video, hit that bell for more, and that's all I gotta say about all that. So I will be back in just a little bit with my Dynamite review as we lean into a very interesting SmackDown tonight. Roman's back. He's going to be at the end of the show. Cody is going to open the show. And we're going to see who his next challenger could be for Bash in Berlin. And it's not going to be Roman. Not yet, but so we'll have to see what happens with that. But don't look now. The Bloodline, the OG, not the OG, the fake as fuck Bloodline are on the prowl, looking for Cody. Really looking for Roman, even though Roman's gonna call out Solo and company. I don't even know if Jacob is even gonna be there tonight with his. He might have a messed up ankle and leg after what happened at SummerSlam last weekend. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We're gonna hear from Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life tonight. With his United States title win over Logan Paul. And then Nia Jax, her celebration as she becomes the SmackDown Women's Champion. But, she got her friend Tiffy. It's Tiffy time. With her pink Money in the Bank briefcase, which she can cash in at any time up till pretty much next year. So, we'll have to see if it's Tiffy cash-in time. It's probably not yet. But we'll see what happens with that. So it should be a great episode of SmackDown tonight. With Roman, it always is, but that's what it is. Also, we got Rampage right after that. Doesn't really look that great. We got Paige against the native beast, Nyla Rose, and I don't know what else. That's all I know, is Paige versus Nyla Rose tonight. Boring! And then we got Collision on Saturday, which should be pretty interesting to see, as we're rolling on. We're 2 weeks away from All In, and pretty much a month away from All Out. And then, 2 weeks away from All In, 3 weeks away from Bash in Berlin, and the week after that, then we got No Mercy on September the 1st for NXT, and then right after that, we got All Out in Chicago. So, we basically got 4 pay-per-views in the span of a month, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be here for everything. For every pay-per-view. Unless otherwise told. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, I am out of here. I'm going to get ready for my to record my Dynamite review. And then I will be back later tonight, hopefully with your SmackDown Rampage review. And as far as TNA and Ring of Honor go, I will try to do that sometime tomorrow, early afternoon, because I will be pretty much out for part of the weekend. Saturday night, I'll be out all night. I might be back late, tomorrow night. And maybe I'll get Collision done, or I'll just take the rest of the night off, sleep, and then do Collision on Sunday before I go out again. So I'm pretty busy this week, and next week I'll be on my mini vacation, taking 4 days off of this crappy website. So I will be legit off for 4 days, and I'll be back on the 19th. And then pretty much after that, I'm full steam ahead for All In, Bash in Berlin, NXT No Mercy, All Out, Grand Slam, Halloween Havoc, Bad Blood, and everything coming your way. September, October, November I should be here for pretty much up to Survivor Series. After that, the deadline is kind of iffy, but we'll see what happens with that. But my work schedule is going to be changing, like I mentioned before, but it's not going to be as bad as I thought it was going to be. But so I am going to be here pretty much around the same amount of time that I usually do, almost every day, or every other day, or every 2 days. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to give you a lot of content going into the end of the year and going into 2025, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, Kevin Sullivan, rest in peace. And as I always say, take life as it comes, live life to 100%, live life to the fullest, because you never know when the good Lord upstairs will call your number, and we don't have that thing like the Nickelback video, because when our time is up, even if we don't want it to be up, if God calls us, we have to be ready, even if we don't want to be ready. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be next year, it could be next 20 years, next decade, who knows. But we can't live forever. I wish we could, but we can't. But, you know, I'm almost 48. I'm hoping to live another 40, maybe 45 years. But we'll see what happens with that. And with the missus, I hope, I hope she stays healthy for the next 30, 40 years. So, we'll see what happens with all that. But I can't control what happens with people's health. I can't control that, so. With cancer, and all that other shit. I can't control that, but it is what it is. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be true to yourself, and hug somebody today, because they love you. And that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace, and God bless.